But this is a problem, because a perception creates a reality. When you see your full project and when you compare yourself, you will scare yourself. You will tell you, man, I can't accomplish that, I can't make I can't read a book. Why would I accomplish that? Welcome my friend, welcome to Conquer the channel. We're gonna make sure to get crazy productive to have epic result in your daily life. And today we're gonna make sure to have a good system, something that you can use for all the projects that you will have in your life and that you get the project done. We're gonna talk about the to-do list. A lot of people will tell you, man, the to-do list is not really useful, you can put all the items, you won't accomplish anything. Well, that's kind of true if you don't use a good principle. That's why today we're gonna make sure to use a great to-do list and that you get the thing done. To make my pleasure, grab the pen and paper and we're gonna do that right now. So as you can see on the computer, you're gonna have the to-do list that actually work. That's why we're gonna talk about the principle and the thing that you'll need to accomplish the thing that you want in your life. The first thing that I will tell you is that don't overthink it. The complexity is any of application. You know, knowing 56 techniques is not worth applying one, and that's why today I really invite you to keep it simple. Don't say, man, I have to do this and this, I have to be really perfect to make sure I can accomplish the thing. Don't overthink it, try to create the system, try to find the technique and principle that will speak to you, try to implement them and you will be able to improve after that, no worry about that. So don't overthink it, take what you want in this video and apply something to get the work done. The first thing that you will have to do to make sure that you can accomplish your goal is to pick up your medium. As you can see right here, you have three options: paper, application and add-on on Google Chrome. Really cool application, really cool add-on, but there is a problem. Every time your brain sees a cell phone, every time your brain uses a cell phone, you don't see the item. He sees a potential for the item. And that's why every time you're gonna try to check your to-do list, you're gonna think about Facebook, you're gonna think about Rebecca, or maybe the good picture of the beach and all those things on Instagram. And that's really a big problem because you're gonna shift your focus from the thing that you want to accomplish to the thing that you will like to have and to see. Really bad strategy, and that's why I will tell you, there is no application of paper, so try to use a paper. You just write your goal on a piece of paper and you use those little gum to fix on the wall. I'm French, so I try to learn the word, and you put that right here on your wall to make sure that you have a reminder, a visual reminder in your environment, especially that just beside your workspace or beside the creative space that you use to create something, You'll have a clear path to success that is just sitting here and that will give you the advice that you need to accomplish the thing. So make my pleasure, use paper, put that everywhere that you need and accomplish the thing. Just before we keep going, I just wanted to tell you that it will be really cool if you could just leave a comment with one of the problems that you meet in your daily life, because I will tell you, I don't want to make video to make video. I want to make sure that my video solve real problem for real people. So make my pleasure, just leave a comment, all it will be a pleasure, and we're gonna keep going with the video. The next thing that you'll need to do is to have multiple to-do lists. But why that so? Well, because your brain, every time you're gonna want to go to the gym, you're gonna say, we could play video game or check a series. Why would we invest the effort into going to the gym? I don't understand that, And a lot of people, if you play only on daily, you will just be restrained to that. You will say, well, we have to do so. And that's a bad strategy. And more than that, your brain gonna take over yourself and gonna make you procrastinate. You will give up and go. Really very bad idea. You have to sell your brain and negotiate with your brain by using your vision. When you say, we have to accomplish that because we are really motivated, we want to accomplish this thing, we want to have a beautiful body to feel more confident in our daily life, your brain will understand your vision and it will support you into your daily effort. If you don't have any vision, if you just use the simple to-do list, every day you just put go to the gym, you won't accomplish a thing and your brain will rebel against you. It will push you away and it will make you procrastinate until you just give up on your goal and get back to the PlayStation. Really bad strategy. And that's why you need multiple to-do lists. And more than that, as you can see right here, I put 1 year, I put 1 week. Do what's comfortable. Don't go with the overthinking, overkilling, everything like that, Go with what's comfortable, Define the thing that will be nice to do, maybe creating a movie, maybe being able to make 10 pull-up, I don't know, You define that and you say, well, would be nice if I could accomplish that by 6 months or 1 year, You define that and you just decline after that. You subreddit after that, You just put okay, after that I will have to accomplish this by 6 months, 1 week. Daily, and you make the daily action actionable through this vision, Just try to do so, don't overthink it, and I will see you for the next point. The next point gonna be to prioritize, and why that is important. Well, I remember when I was younger, maybe 2-3 years ago, I was so younger, I tried to do a to-do list. I just put all the items possible, but some of those items were just like taking a shower, or doing 10 push-ups, going to grab some grocery, nothing really relevant to the vision that I put for myself, and that's why I gave up, I just felt frustrated. I was like, man, I did 56 items, but I didn't win anywhere, So you have to be really aware about this idea. You have to prioritize to make sure the item and the task that you do make you go toward your goal. So make my pleasure, when you do your to-do list, you have to use the ABC method. Really easy, really simple, but will bring you a lot of value. You just have to make, when you have your item, just make a A or a B or a C just beside your item. You can see right here you have the rank. A is really important for your goal and your vision. B will be good to do if the A already done, and C, yeah, would be good to do everything is done, So make my pleasure. Next time that you do a to-do list, don't overthink it again, but just prioritize your thing to make sure the tasks that you do in your life bring you a lot of value. The next point gonna be to identify the A+ or the MET, the most important thing of the day, the thing that you will do that will bring you 80% of the result for 20% of the effort. So make my pleasure, identify this one. But how do you do so? Well, it's pretty easy. Usually that's a task that a lot of people will just procrastinate on. They just say, man, I'm inspired, I want to do so, I know that it will bring my life to another level, but usually the brain is against it. It will tell you, man, I just feel bad about it, every time you think about it, you get frustrated or you get stressed. I'm just gonna make you procrastinate and make you distracted until you give up. So that's really, really bad. First thing that we're gonna do, just gonna identify this one every day on your to-do list. The next thing that we're gonna do is break it down. In the next point, we're gonna talk about this to make it super easy to start and get the thing done. So I told you, the next point gonna be to break your A+ or your MET down. As you can see right here, so make sure that your brain is not scared about the project, and also that you get the requirement that you need to accomplish the thing. Because a lot of people, even when they get the A+, when they know exactly what they want to accomplish, they scare themselves because they see the full project. They see that like a mountain, and they say, man, I have to go out there. No, we can't make 10 push-ups today. How will we accomplish that, Valid question, I will tell you. But this is a problem, because the perception creates a reality. When you see your full project and when you compare yourself, you will scare yourself. You will tell you, man, I can't accomplish that. I can't make I can't read a book. Why would I accomplish that, And that's why the thing that you need to do is to break it down, to make sure that your brain and yourself can perceive the first step that you have to accomplish and go from task to task without scaring yourself and without giving up on your goal. So make my pleasure. Next time that you identify your A+, you break it down, and you get the requirement that you need to accomplish the task. What will you need to do to make sure the task is done? This point is really important. This is the main point that will make you accomplish the thing or just procrastinate all day and don't move anywhere. This is make it stupid easy to start. Make it stupid easy to start. Really, really goddamn important. But why that so? Well, a lot of people, you can have your goal, you can have everything mapped out, you can have your priority and all those things. But if you don't get the thing going, if you don't stop making the push-up, you won't go anywhere. And the biggest problem for a lot of people is just to get started, Procrastination, when you're into the flow, when you start reading, easy. When you did already 5 push-up, keep going is really easy. Starting is the hardest part. And so I really invite you to start easy, to make it stupid easy to start. Most people are scared about their goal because it could be threatened, and that's the solution. Make it stupid easy to start. So you have 2 questions to ask yourself. What will I need to do or to have to make it stupid easy? And how could I make it stupid easy? Really, really important. I'm gonna give you some example. If you want to start reading, but you don't to find the book, you have to open all your closet, find the thing, recall the page where you were. You won't do anything. You have to make sure that your goal and the thing that you want to accomplish are accessible, that they are in your environment. I have a camera, I have a light, I have a mic. If I had to to plug everything, it will be terrible. I won't accomplish anything. You have to make it stupid easy to start, to make the daily choice and the daily action that will bring you to your vision. So make sure next time you have your A+, everything is easy. Everything is at the right place so you can get started and accomplish the thing. This point is also really important. You have to make sure that your mind can't exploit your weakness. And when you say, okay, somewhere in the afternoon, you can't believe him. You'll say, well, I'll start working somewhere in the afternoon. But there is a problem. After a moment, you're gonna turn by night and you say, well, somewhere tomorrow. You know what I mean? After a moment, in 2 days you'll feel so guilty, so frustrated about that. You'll tell yourself, well, maybe I was not good for it. Like, oh, I already fucked up. Why would I care about that right now, And so you'll just give up on your goal. Your brain gonna try, and your mind especially, gonna try to exploit your weakness. And that's why you have to time your task. You have to put a start line and a deadline. So your brain can't say, well, we have all the time in the world, we can play Candy Crush. Or, yeah, I don't know where we're gonna start, but we're gonna start it. Like, maybe we're gonna start somewhere in the afternoon so we can play all morning, So make sure that you time your task, Go for the start line. Say, I'm gonna start by 11 p.m., or 11 a.m. will be better. At my desk, no question, no excuses, let's get started, So your brain say, man, I can exploit that right now. And when you say deadline, in 2 days, it's done. No problem with that, I don't care, it's done. And your brain will say, okay, we have to focus. We can't just play with a video game, because we have to focus. We have so much time, for the task. So make my pleasure. Do so. You're gonna see it's gonna be really cool. Next advice is gonna be about not the point, but advice about the deadline. If you fail on the deadline, put another deadline. Don't overthink it. Just apply it. You're gonna see you're gonna have a lot of results. So there you have it. Now you have the system. You have the advanced to-do list that will bring you a lot of value, that will make you accomplish your goal. More than the simple to-do list that will just say, well, I have all the items, I'm gonna accomplish something today. No. Now you can make sure that you can go toward your vision and accomplish something meaningful every day. So make my pleasure. I hope that you take your pen and paper and that you take a lot of notes. And more than that, if you have any problem about procrastination and productivity, I really need your help. I really need your advice about that, and I really want to solve real problem from real people. So make my pleasure. Put that in comment, and we're gonna now make the wrap it up to make sure that you have all the information to get started on it. We're just gonna do a little about mindset, because this is really important. As you can see right here, there is don't stress. But why is that so? Well, because stress is really bad, and that's not really bad if you want to accomplish your goal. I guess so, but more than that, this is because your brain and your mind gonna start linking the idea. Every time as I told you, about the cell phone. Every time you see your cell phone, okay, Rebecca, Facebook and all those things. But more than that, when you talk about concept, when you talk about your project and your vision, if you get frustrated and you start to feel guilty and stressed out about this, your brain gonna pick up the vibe. You're gonna say, well, every time you think about the project, you start to get frustrated. So I'm gonna make sure that you procrastinate and get distracted and you don't accomplish the thing. So make my pleasure. Be careful about the stress, Just try to stay positive. Don't feel guilty. When you feel guilty, use the gotcha technique. Pretty easy, really amazing, When you start to say, oh man, I did really a bad job, I don't feel good about myself. Just say, well, that's not me who's talking, it's just my mind who try to make me distract myself and procrastinate. So that's not me who's talking. You just dissociate yourself to make sure there is a buffer and you don't get frustrated and you don't start linking the idea of working with this bad feeling. Really, really goddamn important. So make my pleasure. Next time you do so, gotcha. No problem with that, you dissociate and you stay positive. You have some option that could help you to accomplish your goal. I don't want to stress you out on that, you can choose to do or not to do so, but that could be a good idea. I'm gonna show you them. You can make your to-do list public. Why that so? Well, we have something that we call peer pressure or public pressure. When you do something and you put that on the wall of everybody on Facebook and all those things, you're gonna say, man, I can't back down now, I don't have any exit door. I have to show people that I'm consistent with myself, Could be a good idea, but I don't want to stress you out on that, because some people could be really bad and could bully you a little with that. So make my pleasure, choose wisely, and do so if you think that could be a good idea. Next point. You should be flexible, man. Don't say, okay, I have my to-do list right now, my life is in shambles. I have to obey, all the rules and all those things. I can't do anything, No. Don't go too complicated. Stay flexible. If you think that there is some point, like the A plot or the ABC, that is not relevant for you for the moment and you don't feel comfortable with them, don't do them. Just stay comfortable. You have to build your success. You have to build your system. You can't go from 0 to 100. You have to build your success, and after that you can improve on the system that you already created. So make my pleasure. Stay flexible and don't scare yourself. Just before we go for the recap, I just wanted to show you that I created a PDF with a lot of information. As you can see right here, there is 8 secret principle about productivity and procrastination, and more than that, 16 superb technique to make sure that you can accomplish the thing that you want. This is a really cool PDF that I created for you, so really just check the description, you're gonna have it for free, and I hope that really it will help you. That's really a document that I made to make sure that you can accomplish something meaningful in your life. It's gonna be really cool. So I really invite you to check it out. You can see right here, you just zoom a little and you have a lot of information. You have a lot of parts, a lot of principles, a lot of techniques. You go on and go on. So make my pleasure, check it out, and now we go for the recap. Quick wrap it up before we go to make sure that you have all the information and all the tools that you'll need to accomplish the thing. First thing, don't overthink it. Keep it simple, you'll be able to improve on the way. Don't try to overthink it, because your brain gonna use this as an excuse to make you procrastinate. Make my pleasure, keep it simple. Next thing, pick up your medium. Will be better if you take paper, but you can do whatever you want on this part. Next thing, make multiple. Go with what's comfortable. If you say in 1 year, I think I will be able to accomplish that, go for 1 year. If you can't just do 1 month, if you can only do that, go for it. Don't say 25 years, you're not comfortable with that. So make my pleasure, try to do so. Next thing, prioritize, really important, the ABC method. You put your item on your to-do list, and after that you put an A or B or C to know which are the one that will bring you a lot of value. It don't go 20 times to pick up your grocery or something. So yeah, prioritize. Define your A plus or your MET. There is an element which will take you 20% of the effort, 40% of the result. So make my pleasure, identify that one and go for it. Next point, break your A plus or your MET down. Pretty simple, so your brain is not scared about it. It will not say, man, we don't have the energy, I don't know how to do so. No, you break it down, you focus on one step at a time, so your brain say, okay, I think that we can manage that. So try to do so. Next thing, start, make it stupid easy, because the hardest thing to do is always to start. You want to start reading, when you're reading, pretty easy. When you want to start reading, goddamn hard. So make it stupid easy to start by creating the good environment, make it accessible. Next point, time your task, really important. A start line or a deadline, and a deadline, because your brain gonna try to say, your mind gonna try to say, yeah, somewhere in the afternoon. It will make you procrastinate until you just give up on the day, and after that you will feel guilty and you won't go anywhere. So make my pleasure, put the start line and the deadline. Next point, don't stress. If you start to get stressed out, your brain gonna try to link the idea of working and bad feelings. So you're gonna pick up the vibe, and every time you're gonna start to think about your project, you're gonna make you distract and procrastinate, so you don't feel the pain. So make my pleasure, don't frustrate yourself, stay positive, use the gotcha technique. After a moment you start to feel really bad, just say, that's not me, that's just my mind was talking crap, I will tell you, to keep focused and accomplish something. Next point, option, I told you, make it public if you want to have the peer pressure. If you don't want to do so, don't do so. Next one, stay flexible, start easy, start easy, and build on your success. Don't go overcomplicated, do so. And last thing, you have the PDF in the description if you want to go to the next level with a lot of information that I can't put in only one video. So make my pleasure, check it out, Last thing, I don't want to make video to only make video. I want to make sure that I have video that will help real people with a real problem. And today you saw that. That's all you do this. You make a to-do list that will bring you a lot of value. That is this easy. You just follow the step and you accomplish your project, I want to keep making those kind of video for you guys. So make my pleasure, put that in a comment, and for my part, I will see you in the next video.